Tonight, we report on how the Grant County Sheriff is going to respond to gang activity and how North Elementary School is reaching out to students. What's going on in sports, Bob?
Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson is headed to spring training in Arizona. Stay with us to find out how much playing time he's expected to get on the diamond. Let's take a look at our Weather Center forecast.
And here in the weather department, we're watching some winds picking up. Still a little unsettled with some showers at times. But the big thing, very, very cold for the weekend.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Last night, the Grant County Sheriff's Office hosted a community forum discussing their response to recently heightened gang activity. Here with the story is Cameron Probert.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office is starting a gang unit. The new 7-man operation was one of the plans Sheriff Tom Jones revealed during a community forum Wednesday night. More than 400 people filled the gym at the North Elementary School for the 2-hour-long forum. It followed a series of gang-related drive-by shootings and a murder within the last month in Larson.
Obviously, we have a lot of folks with a lot of knowledge on criminal street gangs. It's kind of one of those things, you know, we do our homework on them, they do their homework on us, and it's just a tit for tat.
The team will be drawn from patrol deputies, the Motor Traffic Patrol Unit, and the Marine Unit. Jones said the unit will focus on responding to gang-related incidents.
If they want to wear their red or blue colors and play cards, I'm good with it. But if they want to come over here and do their criminal activity, and they want to commit crimes, and they want to use weapons and all this, we're going to just push back, obviously, with your help.
Jones also urged community members to get involved through contacting police and joining a block watch. Several people volunteered to join a block watch following last year's community forum, but the effort failed.
Folks, if we want stuff to change out here at Larson, we're going to all have to get involved.
The sheriff said he would personally lead the creation of a block watch program this time. Community members urged others at the forum to get involved, along with asking several questions. The questions included issues about response times, prison sentences, and curfew. Prosecutor Angus Lee explained sentences are controlled by a 1981 state law which requires certain sentences based on the crime and the defendant's criminal history. And curfew was ruled unconstitutional by the state Supreme Court. Both Jones and Lee urged people to contact their legislators if they wanted to see changes in the law. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
Thank you, Cameron. Help wanted ads for a Shopko in Quincy are online. Shopko is advertising on the website Indeed.com for 5 pharmacy-related positions and a cashier to work in Quincy. Shopko is a Wisconsin-based $3 billion company with more than 18,000 employees. According to their website, Shopko has more than 300 stores in 21 states. iFIBER 1 News continues to wait for a response from the company spokesperson to find out more. Quincy Valley Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Tia Major said she wasn't aware of anything more than rumors. Rosalinda Kibbe is the new administrator superintendent for Columbia Basin Hospital. Kibbe worked 18 years for the hospital in administration, and she stepped in as interim administrator last year. Kibbe said she is grateful for the opportunity and happy everyone is on the same page of what they want to accomplish in the future for the hospital district. She oversaw completion of Columbia Basin Hospital's new wing that was finished in September. The wing gives patients more privacy with 25 new single-occupancy rooms. A man will serve 2 years in prison for attacking another man with a machete outside of a Warden apartment. A Grant County jury found Francisco Ramirez Avalos, a 48-year-old warden man, guilty of assault in the second degree and intimidating a witness. He has no previous convictions and was sentenced to the high end of the sentencing range. Ramirez Avalos wanted to see the inside of an apartment. He was carrying a machete when the victim offered to look inside for him. The victim told him to put the machete away. When he came back out and locked the door, Ramirez Avalos swung the machete at the victim's neck. The victim was able to block with his arm. Now, let's take a look at people with warrants issued by the State Department of Corrections.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We will be back after this.